Today we're going to take a quick look at this smartwatch brought to you by SNEL. The company did send it over and compensate me to make this video. So let's take a quick look at what comes in the box, and I'll show you a little bit more of how it works. And real quick, I want to mention this is an American brand. So in the box, you do get the watch. You get two different bands. So this is the silicone band that comes on it, so it's already pre-installed. But then you also get this really nice metal band here as well. And then you get the link remover, so if you need to remove the links, you can. And then you get the little connections for the ends there to connect it to the watch. You also get this magnetic charger, so this is just going to be USB-A to this charger. It goes on the back. Right when you get the watch, just hook it up for a couple of minutes, let it charge, and that's going to activate the phone. Then you want to go into the user manual and download the app, and then you can update it if it needs to be updated. Mine had a firmware update, which only took a couple minutes to do. So a really nice kit here. If you send this as a gift, you can be proud of how it shows up. Now, as far as the watch goes, you can see nice big face here. I love this. This is a 1.43 inch AMOLED screen, and it has, right now I have this on the always on function, so you can turn it off and on. But if you click through, so these buttons, you got 4 buttons here, and they all do different things. So I'll show you what those do. I'll show you some of the swipes, and then we'll actually pour some water on it. We'll throw some dust on it, and check that out as well, because this is made for, you know, rugged environments within reason. So a little bit of dust, a little bit of water is fine, nothing too crazy. So first of all, you'll notice you get this nice watch face here, and you can change this watch face in the app. You can change it on the watch itself, and then you have the 4 buttons. So if I press this button here, this is going to take me to most of my apps, kind of this little quick view of all the apps, little carousel, and I can swipe it with my finger, or I can just roll this on any of the menus. So if you prefer that functionality, you can do that as well. And then you just push it, and it goes back to the main screen here. Push this button. This is one of my favorite parts. This is a flashlight, and if you tap this, it starts to flash. This is perfect, so if you're trying to find the keyhole for the door, you can just turn this thing on, and you are good to go. Look at that. It's very bright. I was pretty impressed with that. Probably one of my favorite features of this watch. So then you can go back to the main screen there. Press this button here. This is going to get you into the sports mode, so all kinds of different sports. And this thing is pretty cool because it does have GPS, so it's got a built-in GPS, so it's going to have accurate routes, pace, distance, tracking for all your workouts, so you can jump into here and go to outdoor sports, fitness, ball games, water sports, and other stuff. So if I tap into there, then you have a list of different things inside of the actual watch itself, which is pretty cool that you have that on like a fast function button for that. Then this last but not least, you press that one, and it's just going to turn it off and back on if you want to do that. So if I press this button, once again, I've already showed you that. So now the swiping features, I can swipe, I can add a module, so I can swipe left or right. So this is kind of like a 360 carousel. So this is going to be what's going to read all of your like different like SpO2, sleep monitoring, daily activity metrics. We're kind of used to that by now with these smartwatches, so it reads all those steps, calories, distance. You get the idea. BPM, your weather, so it tells you what the weather is. This has UV as well, so it has that, humidity, and then you get your music list, and then you can add your own module here that if you wanted to add something else like a timer or something, you could definitely do that as well. If you swipe up, that's going to be your notifications. If you swipe down, so let me swipe down, this is where you can jump into like do not disturb. You can edit this if you want to, and then you can also change the brightness if you want to do that. So you got 4 levels of brightness, you can change it on. And then if I hit the settings button, this is where I can jump into like display. So if I want to go to display and I want to change the clock style or idle clock or turn the screen off in a matter, you know, of so many seconds, like 60 seconds is what I have it set to. It does tell me it's going to consume more power that way. I can jump into screen settings, change all that, brightness, everything else. So I can actually turn that off and if I wanted to. But if I double click the screen, then I can change, you know, whatever setting I want there to show up. So kind of cool. A lot of options with this watch. Let's see what else we got into the display. I'll go back into the display real quick. I just want to show you always on. So you do have an always on setting, and that will allow you to turn this on for a set amount of time, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or always. I'm just set mine at 5 minutes, and then I can go back to the main screen. So pretty neat watch, very responsive as you can see there. So now I'm just going to move all this stuff out of the way, and we'll do our little water test, and then we'll look at the app real quick. So I'm just going to pour some water on here, so you can see that I'm pouring water just coming right off of it. And then also I got a little dust here, so I'm just going to throw some concrete dust on there as well, and I can just wipe this stuff off. Once again, this is like pretty rugged material, so if you're out working with this, you can just do that and then clean this right off, no problems at all. So I've been wearing it, washed my hands with it, everything else, and it works super nice. So that is the watch portion. Real quick, I'll just show you the app. Pretty standard app here. This is going to show you all your notifications, your watch faces, any of your track management stuff, incoming calls, notifications, all that stuff. So you can kind of set up your own profile with inside of here. You can also jump into any of the steps, the workouts, the calories. You can set up your device here as well. You can set up your exercises, indoor, outdoor, what have you. So a lot of different options. So if you're looking for a great combination of a really nice watch that does everything a watch does and takes phone calls, so it's got a microphone on it as well. So once you have it connected to the app, it does take phone calls and text messages and everything. You'll get all that here. So once again, anything that you need to use it for, daily use, workouts, outdoor activities, any of that stuff, this is going to work for you. Showers, it's submerged, you can submerge it to a certain extent as well. So if you're looking for, rugged watch that looks nice and also has a really nice extra band that you can dress up, then this is going to be the one for you. Hope this helps.